Hi, today we're going to talk about how to practically set goals, effectively set goals. This is MoneyWise with Rina Hicks, where we create, grow, and preserve wealth. So the first thing that we need to know is that we need to keep our goals few in number. Start with a simple list of your desires and your dreams, and keep them like between 5 to 7, because research shows that when you set goals that are more than 5 to 7, then it's difficult to actually make them actionable. So for example, you want to earn a specific amount of money over a period of time, or you want to buy a car, or you want to put a down payment on a home, whatever that list is for you, keep it simple, 5 to 7 in number, and it's your dream, so just put it down. The second thing is your goal needs to be specific. So what is it in particular that you want? It needs to be measurable, it needs to be attainable, but yet out of your comfort zone, not just because it's achievable, but it needs to be practical. Then it needs to be realistic and time-bound. What that means is that if I'm setting a goal, I need to know specifically, I want to be able to buy a car, so that's specific. It's measurable, which means that the amount I will need to be able to buy the car is 500,000 shillings, for example. It needs to be actionable, so that then I know buying a car is actually something that is actionable, that I can actually do. It needs to be realistic. So if I say I want to buy a car, but it's 10 million shillings and I earn 10,000 a month, perhaps that's not realistic. It is out of my comfort zone, but it needs to be realistic. And then lastly, it needs to be time-bound. I want to buy a car that is worth 500,000, for example, within a year or within 2 years. Number 3, after you've thought through, write it down. It's amazing what happens when you write things down. It's like you set things in motion as you start to write things down. So keep a list, that list somewhere where you will can refer to. Number 4, review that list often. I mean, things change, circumstances change, stuff happens, and so you need to constantly review those goals so that then you constantly have something that you're looking towards attaining. And then lastly, which I think is so important, share your goals with somebody who you trust and somebody who can actually keep you accountable and encourage you. I find that when I want to do something and I don't share it with anybody, I keep procrastinating it. I don't do it, I sleep over it, I'll say tomorrow, okay, I'll start on Monday. So for example, exercise. I say I need to go and start walking every day for 1 hour. And I don't share that with anyone. And so I say, I'll go on Monday, I'll go on Wednesday, I'll go on Friday. Before I know it, it's 3 months and I've done nothing. But as soon as I share that with somebody, my sister, my husband, somebody, my workmate, that sharing already just keeps me accountable. And I'm like, okay, they'll ask me, did I do it? And then I'll be embarrassed to say no. So I get it done anyway. So it's important to share with somebody who can keep you accountable. And you can actually ask them, please keep me accountable to make sure that I achieve this goal. With these 5 simple things, I think it's going to be possible for you to attain your goal. And I think it's important for us to remember, it doesn't matter where you are, what phase of life you are at, how old you are at this point in time, you can achieve anything that you desire. Because as we know it, and I thank God for it, God doesn't work with time as we know it. He is not bound by chronological time as we experience it. He can accelerate you within such a short period of time. So don't feel discouraged about feeling like, oh, you wasted so much time and it's not possible for you to attain the goals that you want to set. Just dream, put your desires down, and follow the steps as we've discussed them, and you will be amazed what will begin to happen. I wish you all the best. Please share with me your experience. Let's talk with one another. Subscribe so that we can continue the conversations. This is MoneyWise with Rina Hicks, where we create, grow, and preserve wealth. All the best.